Well, it was definitely a wild 24 hours. Some wild ups, wild downs. It actually was so insane in terms of movements in such a short period of time that those who were betting against Shib so heavily, they fled. They headed for the hills. I wish they would have stuck around a little bit longer, but I don't control those bags. I don't make their decisions for them. And now basically what we're doing is we're waiting for BTC and Ethereum to confirm their moves. And I want to talk about that in this video with you guys. Just want to look at SHIB structure here again, because we're doing what we've done time and time again. And I do also want to talk about this SHIB chart that just continues to look very, very good. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So it's obviously been a wild past 4 daily candles here. Obviously Friday, we had the exciting news in the crypto market that the Fed was likely to pivot here come the next FOMC meeting. Then we got into the weekend, we got into lower volume, and yesterday was definitely a wild day, and I'll talk about this in just a moment. But to start the day, we started off on a red note. Not really a surprising thing. Mondays tend to be red across the crypto market. Guys, when we look at SHIB today, because I'm sure there'll be some people that decide to try to talk crap, SHIB's down 4.78%. Render down 5.7%. Most assets are actually down 5 to 6% on today's daily candle. That just kind of is what it is, right? That's how these days tend to play out. Ethereum actually down 4.4%. We look across the crypto market over the last 24 hours. BTC down 3.1%. Ethereum down 3.5%. SHIB actually down 3.12%. So everything's just kind of moving together right now as we're waiting for U.S. money to wake up, because it's about 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we're waiting to see what the trend is going to be. Again, like I've talked about in other videos, it should be a big institutional week. We're obviously waiting for BTC to get its bounce here at its 100-day moving average. We're waiting for Ethereum to get a bounce mid-trend. We'll see if it comes down to its 20-day moving average. I'm hoping that ETH just kind of holds up around these ranges and this 20-day just climbs up to price. But we'll have to watch and wait and see what happens. Now, what I will say is SHIB's just doing what it's been doing, right? It's just continue to follow this trend. We're touching the top, we're touching the bottom, we're touching the top, we're touching the bottom. So right now, SHIB is actually very close to the bottom of this trend. So if we do touch it, I wouldn't be surprised by a bounce there. Now, what I will say is we did actually participate in some of those liquidations that were taking place across the crypto market yesterday. So yes, we did start to see some of that short squeeze like we were talking about. Not really a surprising thing. You guys can see that SHIB actually moved about 5% in like a 2-hour stretch. Pretty exciting move, but of course, just as fast as we got liquidations to the upside, we got some liquidations to the downside too. Now, this did spook the bears that were trying to push SHIB down. In fact, you can see we've gotten back to this point where we're at a 0.9257. So there's about a 7.5% imbalance to the short side still in terms of SHIB, but that big money that was betting on SHIB, they fled. Okay. I wish they would have stuck around so we could see a bigger short squeeze ahead, but that's just unfortunately the way that it works sometimes. All right. So now what I will say is this: I keep looking back at this SHIB BTC chart and it just keeps looking good. Understand that if you bought Shiba Inu back here on June 22nd, so actually over 2 months ago, versus BTC, you would be up right now. So SHIB is showing good stability, showing a good floor here. And right now, guys, we're waiting for SHIB to just make some extensions. We still need retail. We still need confidence in the market. And again, I don't think that news from Friday has really fallen deaf on the market. Again, it sucks that it took place on a Friday because the weekends are such low volume. They're frankly crap, right? And we have to just wait for the week to catch back up to the news. We have to wait for the buying to take place and actually impact the charts. And that's just kind of where we're at right now. But I will say, I can't complain. Market looks fine. Again, I hope BTC holds support here. If not, we might be going down to 108. That's our bull market support band. That's actually where we had support back here in the early part of July. So just definitely watch for that. Obviously, alts wouldn't necessarily like that unless Ethereum decides to hold up around these ranges, but that's kind of it. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you think is going to come from this week? Do you think that we're going to stay red? Do you think this is kind of a weird fake out like we saw 2 weeks ago? But have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.